Hi everyone, how you doing? Alright? Good. Bit more energy this week. I didn't put any videos out at all last week, as you will no doubt know, because A, I was getting over having COVID, B, bit of homeschooling last week because the little one was off self-isolating, and so there we go. But everyone's back at school, back at work this week, and we're raring to go. And we're back with aplomb at the moment, so that's good. And so I had to bring a video out today, especially as one didn't come out last week at all. And the reason is we got a new issue about to come out on the 1st of December, and it's all Panto prep. It is packed. I don't know how we get it into 76 pages, but there we go. We do. It's 76 pages, and there's some brilliant Panto prep pieces in the next one. I've got it written down on a bit of paper so I don't forget anyone, because that's my worst nightmare. But I'm going to try and do it. So here we go. Let me see. For the first we got. Hang on, 1, 2, 3. See, I had to look. 5. Don't have a go at me. 5 pantomimes that we've done interviews at, and so we're bringing you advice from the top pantomime performers in the country, if you like. And the idea is that we do these interviews, bring you advice and any help back. And sorry, you might hear a little bit of a COVID cough coming out, but I promise you it's not infectious. We've done lateral flow tests and everything, and no longer infectious. COVID's been and gone, and the cough's hanging around, but I always get coughs this time of year. Just to prove it, that was. It's funny, isn't it? This time of year, winter time, everyone's getting coughs, colds, flus, all sorts of stuff going on. And because COVID's around, if you cough in public these days, everyone thinks you're spreading COVID, which isn't the case, is it? But there we go. So we'll try not to cough if we can help it. But as I was saying, we've got 5 pantomimes that we've done interviews at, and every single one is different. Normally we have at least one double up. I think one year we had about 3 or 4 Cinderellas or something like that, but they're all different. So let me see if I can do it without looking. Bromley, Churchill Theatre Bromley. We've spoken to Bonnie Langford, who needs no introduction, Lee Mead, who needs no introduction, and Claudilia, who's one of these sort of new age opera singers, if you like, who's sort of fusing into the pop genre, and she became famous on The Voice, and they're doing Sleeping Beauty at Bromley, Churchill Theatre Bromley. Then we've got Richmond Theatre, who they're doing Cinderella at Richmond Theatre. And we've spoken to the new Strictly judge, and he's doing ever so well, isn't he? He's going to keep that job, I think. He's playing Buttons in Richmond Theatre's pantomime coming up, and so we've interviewed him, so that's going to be very interesting. We've also got Dick Whittington at New Wimbledon Theatre. Shane Ritchie, I'm going to read some of these, I'm sorry. Shane Ritchie's playing Dick Whittington, of course. Heber El Sheikh is playing Alice Fitzwarren. Peter Piper, performer extraordinaire, who he's done a lot of pantomimes with, he's playing Captain Cockles. Ian Stewart Robinson is the Dame, playing Sarah the Cook, and Brianna Craig playing Kitty Cat. Those last 2 are from Scotland, and they were getting on like a house on fire. On the bus, you might have seen a video of us on the bus. Then we went to Woking. We've interviewed Gok Wan, who's playing the Man in the Mirror, and Man in the Mirror, of course, is Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Harriet Thorpe, you remember from the British Empire, Fleur in Absolutely Fabulous. You'll recognise her when you go and see it, no problem at all, and we'll put pictures up here She's playing the Wicked Queen. Aaron James is playing Muddles. Rebecca Lowings, Snow White. And that just leaves the Fairfield Halls, which is the Ashcroft Theatre at the Fairfield Halls, Croydon, where they're doing Beauty and the Beast. So the 5th unique title this year. It's fantastic. Dick and Dom are playing themselves, actually, somehow. I can't wait to see how they're going to do that. But you remember Dick and Dom in the Bungalow? Who can not remember the famous Bogies sketch when they had to shout Bogies louder every time? It sounds ridiculous and it's such childish humour, but it's the sort of thing I love and I think it's hilarious. And I spoke to Dick and Dom, and then I spoke to the Professor, who's played by Derek Griffiths. He's playing Belle's dad, Belle's father, the Professor, you know, the inventor that goes off, gets trapped in the Beast Castle, etc, etc. And that's what's going on. So we've got other pantomimes on the periphery, but those are the people we've spoken to. We've got things like Hackney Empire, the Palladium we'll probably bring you some news of, and all sorts of things like that, and so on and so forth. And the next issue, the reason I'm talking about this, because it's all going in this next issue coming out on the 1st of December, which covers December and January. And then the one after that, the 1st of February, has our Panto special in. And next year will be no different. It will have our Panto special in. And so if any of you want to send your pantomime photographs in, let me see, from the 1st of Feb, let's say 2019, because nothing happened after that, 2020, the next season, it was all cancelled, wasn't it? So 2019, 1st of Feb to the 31st of January, let's say to the 31st of January 2022. So if you can send your photos in from the pantomimes you want, what you need to do is include your society name, who it's by, any photographer credits, and of course the pantomime that you've been performing, and we'll put it in the next issue. We always put spreads in of your pantomimes, and it's going to be no different, so we'll do that in the February-March issue for next year, the Panto special. And we've got, as I say, we've got so much going into this next issue. Look, there it is, there's the title, and there's our Panto prep cover going on with all the interviews we've done and all the pantomimes going on. And I mean, there's pantomimes all over the country. They're desperately trying to get back into it. And I think pantomime is being seen as a bit of a marker this year, isn't it? To see if theatre really is back. Because I know that everyone's going down. I know we've had COVID, so it's all feels a bit close to home. But it seems to be true that everyone's getting COVID at the moment. And I've got a feeling the government might be done a second U-turn, because if you remember when the pandemic first came out, the government said, well, it wouldn't be a bad thing if everyone caught it because they'll get a herd immunity, and then they had to backtrack very quickly because of the public reaction to that wasn't good. So as the government, who are voted in by us, the public, we the public vote for them at general elections, so they did a quick backtrack, as politicians do so well. But now everyone's been vaccinated. I've got a feeling, this is only my opinion, okay, but I've got a feeling they are going for this herd immunity again. But with the vaccination in place, it makes a big difference, because not everyone, I know not everyone's been vaccinated, but most people have, nearly everybody has, and they appear to be going for this herd immunity again, I think, because all the kids getting it in schools, and I know that teachers aren't allowed to wear face masks when teaching with schools. They're told not to put face masks on, and kids aren't wearing face masks, and they are more resilient to it. That's not in question. I don't know from first-hand experience, they are much more resilient to it, and they don't understand the gravity of what's going on, and so they're jumping around all over the place with a bit of a headache or a bit of a fever. It doesn't bother them too much, but there we go. and so I'm pretty sure it's being allowed to sweep the country now. I think that's what I think. I know we just had it, so maybe that skews our view a little bit. But now we have had it. It's funny because I'm booked in for a booster, but I will be asking them when I take the booster, do I really need it? Because I've just had COVID. Have I got the antibodies on board now, so I don't need the booster? Is it pointless? Is the booster going to just give me the antibodies I would have had if I'd have had COVID anyway? So I don't know, really. I don't know, but I booked it anyway, and that's tomorrow morning. So I'll go along there. And in the meantime, you know what I'm going to say? Stay safe. Stay well. We are back. Some of us are coughing a little bit. Some of us can't taste anything. But here we go. And we'll see you Wednesday, I hope. Hope there's enough to talk about on Wednesday to make a video. I miss these videos. I miss not seeing you guys. I think you thought you got shot of me, didn't you? Because we've been putting all sorts of other videos up recently. But there we go. Sorry about that. I'm back. And we'll see you later. Okay, bye for now.